Hello and welcome to US Stock Express. It's December 22nd, 2025, and we have a lot of market action to cover, so let's get straight into it. So what's on the docket today? Can the US economy really maintain this surprising 3.2% growth pace with potential headwinds ahead? Which stocks are riding the biggest waves of momentum? And has Nike's comeback story officially hit a wall? We're answering all of that, starting right now. First, let's set the stage with the broader market. It was a solid day across the board. The S&P 500 led the major indices with a gain of 0.66%. The tech-heavy Nasdaq 100 wasn't far behind, climbing 0.47%. But the real standout was the Russell 2000, which surged a robust 1.12% as investors showed renewed interest in small caps. And the blue-chip Dow Jones Industrial Average rounded things out with a steady advance of 0.49%. Now for some long-awaited economic news. A delayed report finally revealed the U.S. economy grew at a 3.2% annual rate in the third quarter. That's a strong number, largely fueled by consumer spending. But here's the catch. This data is pretty stale by now, and economists warn the figure might be distorted by last quarter's government shutdown and the ongoing impact of tariffs. So while it's a positive sign, take it with a grain of salt. Shifting from the broad economy to a specific winner, let's talk about HII. Its stock jumped over 8% on a major defense catalyst. The company's Ingalls shipbuilding division just landed a huge U.S. Navy contract to design and build the future small surface combatant. This win, based on a proven cutter design, secures long-term work and sent investor confidence, and the share price sailing to a fresh 52-week high. Staying in the green, solar giant First Solar, or FSLR, showcased some serious resilience. Its stock surged 7.5% today. What makes this move interesting is that it comes despite a recent earnings miss and some notable insider selling. The rally appears driven by big institutional investors doubling down, with several analysts raising their price targets on the company's future prospects. And the positive momentum doesn't stop there. The entire cruise sector enjoyed smooth seas this week, and Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings, NCLH, was a major beneficiary. It sailed into the weekend with a powerful weekly gain of over 10.5%. This sector-wide lift followed strong earnings from rival Carnival, suggesting clear skies ahead for the industry. Now for some corporate drama. The plot thickens in the battle for Warner Bros. Discovery. Paramount Skydance, trading as PSKY, isn't taking no for an answer. They've fired back with an amended, sweeter takeover offer. This renewed aggression is backed by a massive personal guarantee from billionaire Larry Ellison, fueling investor optimism that PSKY might just pull off this Hollywood heist. Shares reacted with a 5% pop. Another stock catching a nice bid today was Constellation Brands, STZ. The beverage giant jumped 4.7%. The move comes as we learned that institutional investors were big buyers last quarter, with several major funds significantly increasing their stakes. Despite a challenging year, some analysts are making the case that the market is undervaluing its powerhouse beer portfolio, and big money seems to agree. Of course, we can't talk about momentum without mentioning AI. Micron Technology, MU, surged 4.7% today, continuing its run as a top AI infrastructure play. The rally was fueled by strong institutional positioning and analyst notes praising its profitability. A key driver? The company's high-bandwidth memory, or HBM, is reportedly sold out through 2026. In the healthcare space, Merck, MRK, is making headlines after striking a notable deal. The company signed a major drug pricing agreement with the administration. In exchange for lowering prices for Medicaid and cash-paying customers, Merck gets a 3-year tariff exemption on pharmaceutical ingredients and has pledged over $70 billion in U.S. manufacturing investments. The market sees this as easing regulatory pressure, helping MRK's stock pop 3.2%. But not every story was positive today. Nike, NKE, is facing a perfect storm of headwinds. While the company did manage to beat low earnings expectations, investors were spooked by a steep 17% sales drop in China and ongoing margin pressure. The sentiment took another hit with news that billionaire investor Bill Ackman's Pershing Square has lost confidence in the turnaround and exited its position entirely, locking in a 30% loss. That wraps up today's market update. Thank you for watching US Stock Express. Stay informed, and we'll see you next time.